Little Red Riding Hood by K.G. Lewis, and illustration by Allison, Troy. Your grandfather called, my mom said as I walked into the house. Your grandmother had another bad night, and your grandfather needs help. I didn't even have time to take my backpack off before she ambushed me. Do I have to go? I whined. Yes, you do, Molly, she insisted. He helped us when we needed it. Now we need to help him. My grandmother had been confined to a bed for the past 5 years. Up until recently, my mom had been the one to go help my grandfather whenever he called, but now that I was 16, she was making me help him instead. Fine. I dropped my backpack onto the floor before storming back outside to get my bike. My grandparents lived on a farm at the edge of town, which was a 3-mile bike ride for me. Thankfully, I only had to ride to their house. My grandfather always gave me a ride back in his truck. My grandfather was standing on the porch when I drove up the gravel-lined drive. He waved at me when he saw me, and I waved back. Hey, Papa, I greeted as I leaned my bike against the porch. Mom said you needed help again. I do, he admitted. I'm sorry to keep calling on you like this. It's okay, I lied. I don't mind. A kid your age shouldn't have to deal with this shit, he said. He didn't have any qualms about cussing around me. I don't know why your mother keeps sending you instead of coming herself. I think she's having a hard time dealing with all of this, I offered as an excuse. My grandmother's condition had been deteriorating the past few months, which was why she was having so many bad days lately. Come on, around back and let's get started. He gestured for me to follow him as he walked around the side of the house. Behind the house was a large barn that at one time used to house the livestock my grandparents raised before my grandmother got sick. Nothing lived in it now. I followed my grandfather to the back of the barn, where he had a tarp laid out. When he lifted the tarp, I gasped. Holy shit, I said, after seeing the 3 mutilated corpses that were lying beneath the tarp. Holy shit indeed, my grandfather agreed. She really did have a bad night, I declared. Normally, when my grandmother had a bad night, she only killed one person. That was usually enough to satisfy her hunger. Why do you think she did this? I gestured at the bodies. I think the wolf inside her knows she's dying and wants to make the most of the time it has left, he explained. That made sense. Did you buy more lye? I asked as I grabbed one of the shovels, leaning against the barn. You were getting kind of low last time I was here. I would like to give a heartfelt thank you to the special friends of the channel for your overwhelming generosity. If you would like to support the channel, the link is below in the description. Also, please send me your stories and poems to duchessofdarkness27@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram at duchess.ofdarkness and Twitter at duchessofdarkn2. I want to thank all my listeners for your kindness, your encouragement, and your support. It means the world to me. Thank you for joining me. Until next time.